Hello, it's Jack again, bringing you another Supreme Commander 2 replay. It's on geothermal borehole, as always, and this time it's a 2v2. We have myself, the blue Cybran, and I'm teamed up with Remen, the yellow UEF, and we're up against the brown Cybran Dirty Lobster and his teammate Gareth, the blue UEF, the puke green UEF, the bogey green UEF, the green UEF, whatever you want to call it. Just had to drill that into my mind before I mix up the colours even more. So let's get the game started and get past the economy as always. And away we go. We can see Remen and Gareth both building early factories, trying to get a scout on. They do get the cheapest scouts, UEF, but so did Lobster. Lobster went for a plane as well. It looks like we're all going planes. How wonderful. How wonderful. You can already see rally points being set up among the players. We've got Gareth and Lobster grouping their planes here. Lobster going for a bomb. He gets the radar. Gareth goes for the planes and then turns back. And Remen doesn't follow. Remen did not follow. We're not being very effective in teamwork, me and Remen here. As you can see, we've not even grouped up a rally point for our planes. If they were to attack Remen, it'd be all over if he lost his planes. They're bombing run on his mobile missile launchers, and away they go, one's left, and away it goes. A massive air fight, who will win? And it looks like I was nowhere to be seen. I have failed you, game and Remen. I have failed you. Remen lost all his planes in a 2v1 and then I lost all mine. And now we are kinda screwed. Knowing that, I'm already switching to land, hoping it'll save me, but it's probably already too late. Bomb on the radar. And, oh, looks like Remen's trying to save his planes with anarchists. All will help. I'm building more land factories. They'll be our only saviour, so long as they don't bomb anything. And he's going right for a factory, and it's toast. That's unfortunate. Didn't even get to build anything. And the shield on the air factory saves hit. The factory AA trying its best to kill a plane, but they're not succeeding. They are not succeeding. Well, one succeeded, one plane died. I bring in my planes, but they're just gonna get massacred. Look at this. Oh, so many planes, we're gonna die. Yeah, we died. And he continues bombing on my factories, but hopefully I've got enough AA. No, I do not. And that factory is quickly demolished. Just too many planes and not enough AA. Problem is I put my research into planes so I could not get adapters. Here we go, Remen charging with anarchists and his commander. Hopefully. I'm building a lot of AA towers on my front pylon, but that does not help my back base. It's just getting pummeled to death. One factory AA left, two factory AA, but they're just not surviving very well. And there goes another factory. One factory left and an AA tower. There goes a shield. Oh no, the shield survived. But there goes the factory. Remen in the middle spamming forties. It's about all he can do. Does he have enough anarchists to cover his base from the bombers? I hope so. Here's Lobster targeting my mass points now, and I can't do anything about it. I've now joined Remen in the middle with my own AA towers, doing everything I can to help and defend the Remen while he spams 40s. Hopefully. But as you can see, Remen's losing one mass point after another here to the bombers. They even have shields on them. And even Lobster's attacking as well. Going for the commander. To the shields! Yeah, I actually think the factory shields were down. That's unfortunate. But at least the AA tower survived. Factory shields back up. And they're back to Remen's back base, bombing it. Once again, another mass point gone. I still have two mass points. Not 3 mass points. I hope I can keep them for a little longer. Another mass point down. 240s are still alive. It looks like Lobster's noticed my back mass points and he's going to finish them off. How unfortunate. But I've built a lot of A towers. I hope I can keep this up. Let's just speed this up. If I remember correctly, it's a bit of a long game with a grind. So let's go. They're just systematically bombing our bases to death here. At least Remen can build Anarchists to defend himself. All I can do is build AA towers. At least we're slowly pushing them out of their front mass. We could still win if we keep pushing like this. There goes the factory. There goes the mass point. Just a radar left. But they're still bombing our Remen's base. The mass extractor's still alive, but the second pass is going to kill it. He's going for the engineers instead though. Interesting move. But once again, there goes a mass point. Remen now has a single mass point. Remen now has no mass income whatsoever. But he still has an engineer. This is fortunate for him. He really needs to rebuild a mass point. Oh, my factory is being attacked here. But the factory shields and all the AAs working. I lose a factory, but they lose a lot of planes. Well, I lose a second factory. I'm building a shield. I hope I can get up. But I lost my engineer. Did I? No, I did not. Where is that engineer? There he is. I did lose the engineer. I had to build another one. So now I've got a normal shield up rather than a factory shield. Hopefully that'll provide better cover. But they're just building more and more bombers. There's only so much a shield can do. There's only so much a shield can do. Here comes a lot of bombers. They're grouping up for... Here it comes! Well, my shields took down both shields in a single pass. But luckily they're still alive and they're coming for a second run. And there goes the factory. Rather than rebuild it, I'd be as well reclaiming it and building another shield generator. It's still alive, it's still good, but I'm building another shield generator and decide to flee. And here, I've gone converters. I have built converters, the one thing I despise most in a game. Second thing I despise most, bomb bouncers, and the third thing I despise most, research stations. Yes. Well, I've lost all my AA towers and shield generator up there, so now I'm resorting fully on the mass fabricator. Hopefully. It's just a case of expanding outwards in this fashion. It can work. It can work. We just have to keep going. Build. We're doing the thing I despise. One of the most things I despise most. One of the most things I despise. And that's turning the game into Supreme Base Builder 2. It's not a game, it's just tedious. But here I am doing it anyway. And at least I started off normal game. I only resorted to this base building because it's all I can do. I have nothing. This is all I have. If they killed that mass fabricator, I would have no mass. Luckily for all the shields, it survives. How fortunate. But they're coming in for a second pass, but survive again. Oh, shield came up just a bit too late and it just got blown up and it took several structures with it. A radar and 2 power generators. It could have been a lot worse than that. But they have a lot of bombers. There's only so much I can hold out. Even Remen's shields don't hold out against the onslaught of bombers. Here comes a second wave. And the shields are back up. They could survive. they decide to give up. That's fortunate for them, but Gareth says no and he goes for the mass extractor once again. Here comes Lobster again. Took out a shield generator. Another mass extractor destroyed by Gareth. Another bombing run. And another shield generator gone. And there goes the factory. This base is systematically getting destroyed one structure at a time. There goes the factory. There's one air factory left. One land factory left. He's going for the radar. He's going for the shield generator again. Here comes Gareth. He's going for the factory instead. Nobody went for the shield generator. I never seen that one. Oh well. Gareth is just systematically killing this base one structure at a time. And all Remen's trying to do is rebuild the shield generators. Well, attack on the middle base. But I have a lot of shields and a lot of AA towers. That had to hurt trying to bomb that. Here we can even see Lobster building recyclers. These recyclers you can manually micro them to eat structures. They're quite effective against experimentals because they do stack. Many recyclers eating a single unit eats it very fast. It's the same thing as doing it with engineers, except safer with a longer range. Here comes Lobster charging in. I'm trying to build PD. Is he going to comb bomb me? Yes, he does. He kills 4 shield generators and several AA towers, but that was it. Here we have Gareth transporting units to and fro. He's even transporting his comm to Rem's old base, getting more and more mass. More and more mass. We're not in a good place right now. I'm sending mobile missile launchers out. At least I'll grab a free mass extractor. Will we get any closer? No, I will not. Here comes the tanks. On the plus side, my tactical missiles managed to kill a tank or two, so I can't complain about that. I'll wave in here and it quickly died to my point defense. Mobile missile launchers griefing this expansion, but they don't really do much use. Killed a few extractors, but that's about it. We're kind of limited in what we can do here. The forties can only do so much. They're barely hurting those units, and there they go, they're fleeing. What now would have been a good time to charge Lobster, however, even with those planes. If only we expanded a lot faster. Trying to send bots into Gareth's base, trying to kill it. He's hiding in his shielded transport. And there we go. And he drops more. Gareth now has 3 times the mass of anyone else. Arguably I have the potential for gaining more with my fabricators, or mass converters, whatever you would like to call them. But still. Here we see a little micro to dodge past artillery shells there, and fleeing out of range. So once again we're stuck in the middle, with little chances of expanding other than with structures. But you can only get so much mass from converters. I'm trying the best I can to build towards Lobster. I want Lobster to die. You can see here he's done a switch to land, completely reclaimed his air factories. We can even see Gareth spamming a lot of land factories with all that mass he has. What can we do but do nothing at all? Remen short in mass reclaimed one of my factories. He's reclaiming the other factory. He has no mass income, he has no choice. So here we see Gareth building a lot of mobile missile launchers and tanks. Lobster building a lot of loyalists. And I think it's just a case of building up for a while, so let's speed it up until they start attacking. Here we have it. Nope, he's retreated. Well, hopefully, yeah. Here they're gearing up. Here comes the mobile missile launchers on the left. They are just eating through the shields. I mean, look at that. They are just eating through those shields. And my commander. And I stupidly walk him back into the attack missiles. If I'm not careful, I'm going to get him killed. That's not going to be a good thing. I'm trying to spam as many shields as I can, knowing full well they'll do nothing for all those attack missiles. And now we've got attack missile launchers on all sides. Soon they'll be charging on all sides and we're going to be crippled. Got a free transport at least. But not before it dropped what it needed to drop. Look at all these attack missile launchers and there's nothing I can do about it. Look how quickly they go through the shields. Those shields are nothing to attack missiles. They are just nothing to tactical missiles. I mean, it's just slowly killing me and there's nothing I can do about it. So many shields and they're doing nothing. And there are 2 shields down. Attack on the left as well. We're getting sandwiched, and from the south, 3 attacks. Being attacked in all directions but the top. And they're slowly walking in. They're slowly walking in. I'm trying to distract attack missiles with my commander, but I issue some very bad move orders and he quickly gets crippled. Tactical missiles lighting this guy here. Oh, the death and destruction of my base. I worked hard building all this in the middle. Wasn't easy, but I'm surprised I got as far as I did. I'm losing everything. Absolutely everything. And there goes my commander. Didn't even notice he was getting sniped by the tactical missiles there. And that's pretty much the end of this base. Losing one structure at a time. It's just not okay. Just look at all these tactical missiles. Now here comes a charge. Here comes a mighty charge. Oh, let's just... There we go. You can see it all here now. Look at all this destruction. I'm even structure detonating things just to get more kills. And there we go. And there we go, game. I lost. We just severely got crippled. That game lasted an hour and 3 minutes. I tried to hold on as long as possible, even by doing something I hate the most, and that going converters. Converters and turning the game into Supreme Base Builder is just not the way to go. But in the end, we did all have fun, especially doing best I can to survive. Especially when especially even on this map, you're limited by build space, which is probably one of the more useful things about this map. It does limit base building. But we tried our best and lost. Victor goes to Lobster and Gareth. So yeah, if you enjoyed the replay, I hope you check out my channel for more, and there's always the option of subscribing. So yeah.